What's up, Peach Nine fans? As you can see, I'm in the bed. Um, I just heard about the Dexter Lawrence news. I was watching Mufasa, The Lion King, with the wife, and it was a good movie. Um, and I just finished watching that, and then I got an alert on my phone. And then I saw that the Giants have traded Dexter Lawrence to the Cincinnati Bengals for the 10th overall selection. So, all of those people that were sitting there talking about, I don't know if the Giants could get Sonny Styles and Caleb Downs. There you go. There you go. And they don't have to give up a future first round pick to do it. And they still get to keep, from what I'm told and what I'm hearing actually, is that they still get to keep their 37th pick. I don't know the full details yet, but the Giants have officially traded Dexter Lawrence to the Bengals for the 10th overall selection in this year's draft. So my mock of Dexter Lawrence going to the Browns, I was in the right division, but wrong team. I mean, if he could have went to Cleveland, oh my God, that would have been a nightmare. You talk about him and Mason Graham in the middle and Myles Garrett on the edge. Jesus Lord. I thought he was going to go to San Diego. I mean, not San Diego, to the Los Angeles Chargers. I thought that made sense, and I thought the Giants could have got back maybe a Trey Harris because they need some wide receiver help. But getting the 10th overall selection is big, bro, because that allows, like I said, that allows the Giants to get Sonny Styles. That allows them to get Caleb Downs. And if they could keep their second round pick, that allows them, I think Caden McDaniel might be gone, but Caleb Banks will probably be there, who's a little bit more of a pass rusher. Peter Woods, he'll probably go at the end of the first, but, you know, they could always trade back and address their offensive line and take a defensive tackle later, like Dominique Orange or somebody else. So the Giants, they lucked out. I'm sad to see Dex go. I know a lot of people were bashing him. All I said was, if he doesn't want to be here, then, don't keep him here. Some people were talking about, but he's still got 2 years left on his deal. The thing is, bro, you don't want no malcontents in your locker room, because that starts to breed into your team. And, this is John Harbaugh's way of saying, look, if you don't want to be here, no matter how good you are, so be it. But now all of y'all people that were talking about the Giants should trade Kayvon Thibodeau, I bet y'all don't want to trade Kayvon now. I bet you don't want to trade Kayvon now. But the Giants still have some work to do. We still need a run stuffing. Whether they, there's rumors that they're going to switch to a 4-3. There's, whether they stay in the 3-4, they're going to need a run stuffing defensive tackle, a guy that could plug the run up. So whether that's Christian Miller from Georgia, Caleb Banks, like I said, from the University of Florida, if he falls, Caden McDonald from Ohio State. But this allows the Giants, like I said, to get Sonny Styles and to get Caleb Downs, bro. And, whoa. Even though you're missing Dex, don't get me wrong. You're missing Dex. You can't replace a guy like him. But I was even saying it last year, where I don't think he was fully healthy, and I think losing really just took its toll on him, bro. You know, Cincinnati, now with Max Crosby and Dex in the middle, that's nice. And they got a top 10 offense easy with a healthy JoJo Burrow. So hopefully he could find some happiness there. People were, I think it was WFAN, one of the guys was calling him a slob and all of that, out of shape slob, and I won't go that far. I mean, Dex he was a soldier for us, man, and Dex was with us through all the losing. So, in a way, this is kind of waking up the regime, man, waking up the organization. It's a new regime in, and he was the longest tenured Giant. I think the longest tenured Giant now is Darius Slayton or Andrew Thomas. They're not getting rid of Andrew Thomas. But Slayton, you know how I feel about that. Slayton gotta go. Kendrick Golston, Chauncey Golston gotta go. But now, I don't know what the contract parameters are either. I know a lot of times the team that's trading the star player eats the salary for the first year. So maybe the Giants are still going to be on the hook for the $20 million, or at least maybe half of it. I don't know. Maybe, which was how they was able to get the 10th overall selection from Cincinnati. So maybe they're going to eat some of his salary. It's possible. I haven't heard anything about it yet, good or bad. I just know that the Giants got the 10th overall pick, and I couldn't be more ecstatic. I think that's more than what the Giants were expecting. I heard a couple of reports earlier that the Giants were only being offered a second round pick for Dex, which is crazy. So I think getting the number 10 selection overall in the first round is excellent. I'm going to be doing a mock draft because I'm sure it's updated. It'll be updated by tomorrow because it's with what is it? I think they use Draft Tech's mock draft database big board. So it'll most likely be updated tomorrow, if not now. So I'm gonna be playing around with it, and I'll do an update tomorrow. But if you're a Giant fan, you're sad to see Dex go. I would have liked to see Dex see this through. Dex always said he wanted to be in the Ring of Honor with the Giants. He got New York tattooed on his bicep. Dex, Dex was a Giant, bro. And I don't want nobody bashing him. I don't want nobody saying good riddance and all of that. Dex was a Giant, but Dex dealt with a lot, bro. And I'm not even talking about the friendships, that professional sports is a business, but the losing, I think it really took its toll on him, bro. I think it really took its toll on him. I think it really, I think he needed a change of scenery. And I think he was just burnt out, bro. I would have liked to see him see this through, especially with the new regime and the new energy. I would have liked to see him see it through. And if it didn't work out this season, then maybe ask for a trade. I think he gave up a little too soon. But on the flip side, bro, we got picks 5 and 10. And that's saying a lot, bro. We can get cornerstones on our team for years. And all I can say is Sonny Styles and Caleb Downs, bro. I know you got Francis Mauigoa. I know you got maybe a Makai Lemon or a Carnell Tate, or even a Jordan Tyson. But bro, Sonny Styles, could you imagine? Just imagine, okay, if the Giants stay at a 3-4. You got your pass rusher, your 3 technique, and Darius Alexander and Elijah Chapman. You need your run stuffer. I'm not gonna lie, you need your run stuffer. So that's why I think a Dominique Orange or a Caleb Banks or a Caden McDonald comes into play. But you got your edge rusher, Brian Burns. You got your edge rusher and Abdul Carter. You got your third edge rusher and Kayvon Thibodeau. Now you got your linebackers, Traymon Edmonds and Sonny Styles. Your linebackers are set, bro. Even if you switch to a 4-3, I saw Abdul Carter play stand-up outside linebacker at Penn State, and I thought he was phenomenal. So if you switch to a 4-3 and you play him at a stand-up, you talking about him, Traymon Edmonds, and Sonny Styles? Oh my Lord Jesus. You ain't running the ball, bro. You ain't running the ball. You not throwing those screens in the flat, breaking it for long gains. You got to go over the top, bro. Easy. So this is a sad day for true New York Giant fans. But Brian Burns said something a couple of days ago. He was like, he doesn't want to see nobody else wearing number 97, and he doesn't want to play with nobody but Dex. I don't know Brian Burns personally, but the type of person I've seen him and talking to people and having interviews, Brian Burns is a professional. And Brian Burns knows this is a business. He's been around for a long time, and he knows this happens. And I don't think you can expect Brian Burns to have a shitty year just because Dexter Lawrence ain't there no more. I think you're still going to get 110% from Brian Burns. I think Brian Burns is going to step up and be the defensive leader that we need. And I think he's going to hold people accountable. And I think Harbaugh is going to make him hold people accountable. I think Denard Wilson is going to expect him to hold people accountable. And he was doing it last season. You know, Dex wasn't doing a lot of talking. Brian Burns was the one jumping up in Deonte Banks' ass when he was blowing coverage assignments and people were beating him deep. That was Brian Burns pulling them aside. So, and I think you can expect something from Traymon Edmonds, and I know you can expect a little bit from Sonny Styles if the Giants draft them. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be some fireworks come Friday, man. I'm going to have the wings ready. I already put the order in. I'm eating wings all weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm ordering 100 wings, and we just going to get it in, bro, and just watch the draft all 3 days. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what direction the Giants are going to go into. I'm excited for Dexter Lawrence. I think he's going to get a change of scenery, and I think he's going to turn out and ball out. And I think it's going to work for both teams. I think this is a trade that actually works for both teams. So I'm not throwing no shade towards Cincinnati or nothing like that. I think this is a trade that works for the both of us. The Giants just got to make the most of their trades. They got to make the most of their picks. Let me say that. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. And if we could get number 0 and number 5 with the first 2 picks that we got, bruh, I'm straight. I'm straight. So, you know, like I said, Dexter Lawrence has been traded. The Harbaugh regime starts, bro. So it starts now. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Everybody stay safe. Enjoy this weather. Don't get no trouble. And peace. I love y'all. And I'll talk to y'all in the next day when I do a new mock. All right? Love y'all. Peace.